Good morning. I'm going to continue into a short verse this morning, but it follows from verse 6, which it's the necessary theological consequence of our death to sin. So let me read verse 6 again of Romans 6. We know that our old self was crucified with him in order that the body of sin might be brought to nothing, so that we would no longer be enslaved to sin. Verse 7. For one who has died, that is, one who has experienced being made dead to sin, the old man has been crucified, to go back to verse 6, has been set free from sin. Now the word set free there is actually the Greek word for been justified. That word means to be justified, declared to be right. It can also mean to be released, set free here. And in this context, it's the implication, if you will, of what that declaration means. It implies that you've been released from the shackles, been released from the consequences, and been released from the guilt of sin. So as a result, you who have died have been set free from sin. This is the intention, if you will, of the death of Christ, is your freedom. This is why Paul gets so upset with the Galatians when they're falling back under the weight of the law, as though they are bound to these kinds of things as a means of earning salvation. They've been set free from earning. They have been set free from the kind of concept that they have to work toward a righteousness to be applied to their life. That righteousness has been applied because of the death of Christ. So you've been set free. Free to what? This is important. The notion is not free now to sin. That's one of the points Paul will make. It's not that you've been free to do what you want. It's that in the sense of your flesh, you have been set free to do what you want to do in terms of your new desires of the Spirit. Think of it this way. You have a freedom in that you have a whole new capacity to do things that prior to coming to Christ you were unable to do. You were unable to please God, but now you can. You were unable to live in relationship with God, but now you can. You were unable to have the Spirit generate you in such a way that you could do things for eternal purposes, but now you can. See, the freedom now to serve the Lord, the freedom to live righteously is what's been given to you. That's what it means to be free in Christ. It means to throw away the shackles of being dominated by sin and governed by a law that you have to step up to. Instead, you've been set free to serve Christ and to reflect His glory. So do that today. That's why you're redeemed.